Did you know that a properly maintained diesel engine can last 500,000 miles or more? That's right, diesel power plants are built for endurance. And yet, so many drivers struggle to even hit the 100,000-mile mark without major repairs. Why is that? The answer is simple. Most drivers either don't know or ignore the secrets that keep diesel engines healthy for decades. Today, I'm revealing 11 diesel secrets that only the most experienced drivers follow. Some of these tips actually go against what manufacturers tell you, but trust me, they work like magic in the real world. Stick with me until the end, because the last secret costs you nothing and yet it can save you thousands of dollars in repair bills. Secret number 11. Respect the glow plug light. Most new diesel owners make this mistake. They jump into the vehicle, twist the key, and crank the engine immediately. Huge error. The glow plug light, which looks like a little orange spring on your dashboard, is there for a reason. Glow plugs are what heat the combustion chamber in a diesel engine so that fuel ignites properly. If you start the engine before that light goes off, the chamber isn't hot enough. What happens then? You get incomplete combustion, which means unburned diesel ends up in the cylinder. This can lead to white smoke during startup, hard starting, and engine misfires, extra strain on your battery and starter, long-term damage to cylinder walls. That's why so many inexperienced diesel drivers end up with costly repair bills way before the 100,000-mile mark. The fix? Always wait for that glow plug light to switch off before cranking the engine. In cold weather, go a step further, cycle the glow plugs twice. That means turn the key to on, wait for the light to go off, switch it off, then repeat the process before finally starting the engine. This tiny bit of patience ensures a clean, strong ignition. It reduces emissions, saves your glow plugs from premature wear, and gives your engine an easier life. While most glow plugs last around 80,000–100,000 miles, careful drivers often push them to 150,000 or even 200,000. But glow plugs aren't the only thing new drivers misunderstand. Let's move to the next one. Secret number 10. Don't warm up, drive up. Many drivers believe you should idle a diesel engine for several minutes before hitting the road. Sounds logical, but it's actually harmful. When you idle a diesel for too long, several bad things happen. You waste fuel. Idling burns about a gallon per hour. You release excessive nitrogen oxides and soot into the air. Fuel washes down cylinder walls, diluting your oil. Critical engine parts don't get properly lubricated. The right way to warm up a diesel engine is quick and simple. Complete the glow plug sequence. Start the engine. Let it idle for about 30 seconds, no more. Begin driving gently, keeping the revs under 2000 RPM until the engine warms up. This method ensures oil quickly circulates through the engine and turbo, minimizing wear. And whatever you do, never floor a diesel engine when it's cold. That is a surefire way to kill your turbocharger early, and a replacement can cost you thousands. So remember, don't warm up, drive up. Secret number 9. Never run a diesel tank on empty. Gasoline drivers can sometimes get away with pushing their luck on an empty tank. Diesel drivers cannot. Diesel fuel is more sensitive than gasoline. It can easily become contaminated with water, wax, particulates, and even bacteria. And guess where all that sludge collects? Right at the bottom of your tank. When you let the tank run too low, your fuel pump starts sucking up that junk. Over time, this clogs your injectors, blocks filters, and even damages the pump itself. Here's the golden rule. Refuel when you hit 1/4 of a tank. Some mechanics recommend half a tank in extreme climates, but 1/4 is generally enough. Why? Because the fuel pump needs diesel to stay cool and lubricated. Consistently running below 1/8 of a tank overheats the pump and dramatically shortens its lifespan. A new diesel fuel pump costs between $700 and $1,500, sometimes more. Running on empty also increases condensation inside the tank. Water mixed with diesel promotes microbial growth, rust, and corrosion, which all damage the fuel system. And here's another hidden cost. Some vehicles won't perform DPF regeneration if the tank is below 1/4. So by running low, you're not only risking the pump, but also damaging the emission system. Secret number 8. Follow the turbo cooldown protocol. Turbochargers, the reason so many diesel engines feel so powerful. But turbos are delicate, and mistreating them is a fast way to drain your wallet. Here's what you need to know. After a hard drive, a tow, or even just a spirited highway run, your turbo is red hot up to 1,700 degrees Fahrenheit, nearly the temperature of lava. If you immediately switch off the engine, oil stops circulating, and the oil trapped inside the turbo bearings literally burns. This creates carbon buildup, blocks lubrication, and quickly destroys the turbo. Replacement? Anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000 depending on the vehicle. The solution is easy. After driving under load, let the engine idle for 1 to 3 minutes before shutting down. This allows coolant and oil to remove excess heat from the turbo. If you want to be extra careful, invest in a turbo timer. It automatically keeps the engine running for a short period after you switch off, protecting your turbo every time. Remember, a little patience equals thousands saved. Secret number 7. Don't underestimate diesel additives in the gasoline world. Most fuel additives are snake oil. But with diesel engines, additives are not just useful, they're often essential. Why? Because modern diesel is ultra-low sulfur diesel, ULSD. While good for the environment, the refining process strips away natural lubricants. Without added lubricity, your injectors and fuel pump wear out faster. That's why serious diesel owners either buy top-tier diesel or use trusted additives. These additives improve lubricity, prevent deposits, reduce water contamination, increase cetane levels for smoother combustion, prevent diesel from gelling in winter. Skipping additives can cost you more in the long run. In fact, proper additives can improve fuel economy by up to 10%, which means hundreds of dollars saved every year. During winter, a diesel anti-gel additive is a must. Diesel fuel can gel in freezing temperatures, and without protection, your car simply won't start. So while you should avoid random cheap products, using proven additives consistently will extend your engine's life. Secret number 6. Keep your turbo intercooler clean. Have you ever noticed your diesel hissing, whistling, or losing acceleration power? A dirty turbo intercooler might be the culprit. The intercooler cools hot, compressed air before it enters the engine. Cooler air equals more oxygen equals better combustion. But over time, oil mist and road debris clog the intercooler, raising intake temps by up to 50 degrees Fahrenheit and reducing power by as much as 20%. A clogged intercooler also strains the turbo and shortens its life. To avoid this, clean your intercooler every 30,000–50,000 miles. Inspect it sooner if you notice unusual noises or smoke. Cleaning costs a couple of $100. Replacement? Easily $3,000, $4,000. Don't wait until it's too late. Secret number 5. Change air filters religiously. Unlike gasoline engines, diesels rely heavily on air for combustion. Their air-to-fuel ratio can be 25:1 to 40:1, compared to gasoline's 12:1 to 15:1. That means clean airflow is absolutely critical. A clogged air filter restricts oxygen, leading to black smoke, poor mileage, and even turbo damage. Here's the problem. Manufacturers often recommend changing filters every 12,000–15,000 miles. But that's only in ideal conditions. If you drive in dust, gravel, or heavy traffic, you should inspect your filter much more often. Rule of thumb: check every 3 to 6 months. Blow out dust with compressed air if possible. Replace every 12,000 miles or once a year. Whichever comes first. An air filter costs around $30. A turbo replacement? 100 times more. Secret number 4. Professional fuel system cleaning. Diesel engines create a lot of soot, varnish, and sludge. Over time, these contaminants clog injectors, rails, and lines, causing rough performance and expensive failures. In fact, 60% of injector failures are caused by dirty fuel systems. That's why every 30,000 miles, you should invest in professional cleaning. Depending on the method, it costs anywhere from $100 to $1,000. Expensive? Yes. But it improves fuel economy by up to 15% and prevents failures that cost thousands. Think of it as insurance for your engine. Secret number 3. Respect DPF regeneration cycles. The diesel particulate filter, DPF, traps soot. To stay clean, it needs to periodically burn off that soot in a process called regeneration. If you interrupt regen or ignore the warning light, soot builds up, eventually clogging the filter. A new DPF can cost $2,000 to $2,500, and a blocked one can cause engine damage worth much more. So when the DPF light comes on, keep driving until regeneration completes. If you only drive short trips, make sure to occasionally drive at highway speed so the system can regen properly. Ignore this, and your diesel will choke itself to death. Secret number 2. Change oil based on soot load, not mileage. This one shocks most diesel owners. Your manual may say to change oil every 7,500 to 10,000 miles. Some even stretch it to 15,000. But in city driving, your engine can reach dangerous soot levels in just 3,000 miles. Diesel soot thickens the oil, reducing lubrication and grinding down cams and bearings. That's why experienced owners change oil every 3,000–5,000 miles even with synthetic oil. Yes, it costs more upfront. But not as much as replacing an engine or turbo for $5,000 plus. Secret number 1. Drive it like you stole it. This might be the most surprising tip of all. If you baby your diesel, you're actually killing it. Diesels are designed to run hot and hard. Short trips, city driving, and low RPMs cause excessive carbon buildup. This clogs your DPF, chokes injectors, and ruins turbos. That's why every diesel owner should occasionally give their vehicle an Italian tune-up. Drive at highway speed, 70 miles per hour, for at least 20 minutes once a week. Keep RPMs between 1,500 and 2,500. Let the engine fully burn off soot and clear deposits. Yes, it burns extra fuel. But it also prevents thousands in repairs and keeps your diesel running strong. Follow these 11 secrets, and your diesel engine can easily outlive the car around it. Respect the glow plugs, warm it up correctly, keep your tank healthy, protect the turbo, use the right additives, and don't neglect filters and oil changes. Remember, a diesel engine is built for endurance, but only if you treat it right. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, check out my guide on 13 driving habits that make any car last over 500,000 miles. Combine those with today's secrets, and your diesel might just become a million-mile legend. Thanks for watching. Here on this channel, I share simple, practical car care tips that can save you money and keep your car running like new. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe with the bell so you never miss future uploads. Remember, smart maintenance today means fewer repairs tomorrow. Check out the next video on your screen right now. It's packed with tips you don't want to miss. Until then, drive safe, take care of your car, and I'll see you in the next one.